Okay, Unit 6 review. It says the graph below displays the cost of electricity. Based on the graph, explain the slope of the line in terms of the unit rate of the cost of electricity for business hours. Okay, guys, important words. Unit rate, slope of the line. Okay, so slope of the line says rise over run. Okay, so right here I'm going to find some points. So I see that as my first point. I can see that as my next point. So if I'm going to rise, I'm going to do my change in y over my change in x. So my change in y here is 20. So I'm going to say 20 over 2. 20 over 2 simplifies to 10. Okay? So I'm going to say that the cost per hour is about $10. The slope is 1 because the cost of electricity is $1 each hour. Nope. The cost of electricity goes up $10 each hour, so the slope of the line is 10. I think that's it. In 1 hour, the cost of electricity goes up by 10, so the slope of the line is 1/10. No, that is reversing it. That's wrong. And then not here. Nope. It's totally B. Okay. Number dos. Okay. Number 2. Let me see if I can get it over. I don't know where it's going, but it's going somewhere. Okay. So number 2. The following table displays the cost in dollars Y per feet of fabric. Which equation can be used to determine the cost in dollars? Okay, guys. Here's what it's doing. It's changing the change in Y over the change in X. This is changing +1 every time. Okay, and then this is changing 9.36 minus 4.68. Is 4.68. So 4.68, is that what it's changing every time? 14.04 minus 9.36. $4.68. So it looks like it's adding 4.68. So that means our change in Y is 4.68 over our change in X, which just makes it 4.68. So that is our slope. Okay, so these look like what we want, B and D, but look, this is X and this is Y, this is Y and this is X. We want it in Y equals MX or KX form, so we're going to go with answer choice D. Okay, number 3. A swimming pool fills up with water at a rate of 15 gallons per 5 minutes, which best represents the relationship in the number of gallons per minute. So gallons per minute. So we're saying that it's 15 gallons for 0.5 minutes. So really we're wanting gallon per minute, right? So let's just scale up to 1. So that's times 2. So 15 times 2 is 30. So it's really 30 gallons per minute. Well, this says 30 gallons a minute. That one says 7.5 x, and no, it should be 30x. Okay, this is saying 1 is almost 60, and then this is all the way crazy. So we're going to go with B, answer choice B there. Okay, so let me move this one out of the way. Okay, so it's over here. Okay, so now we're down to number 4. Which of the following can be generated from the equation y equals 4x minus 2? So our first thought is we find the change. Okay, so we need to look for a slope of 4. So the change here is +1. The change here is +1. So the slope of that would be 1 over 1. So that's not going to be it. The change here is +4, +4, +1, +1. So the slope there is 4. Okay, so that might work. So here is 2. Here is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So the slope there is 2. And then this is 1 over 1, 1 over 1. So that one's not going to work either. So really we're only down to this one because this is the only one with a true slope of 4. So how do we go back? We would need to take this point back to 0. So if I went up 1, it would still be plus 1 to 0. Then I would go back 4, and that would give me negative 2. So that would mean at our x, if our x is on 0, our y-intercept is negative 2, which fits our b there, and 4 fits our slope. So answer choice B works perfectly. Okay. Number 5, Paul earns $800 each month in salary plus a 25% commission on his total sales. If Paul wants to earn a total of $1,500 each month, which situation can be represent the situation? Okay. Key, each month. Each month, each means multiply. Okay. This is a bonus. This is like a fee or an extra add-on. Okay, so 800 is going to be your slope. Okay, so 800 should go with x because that's the each. This has 0.75 with x, so that can't be it. This has 25 with x, and 25 should be as a percent anyways. And then 825% goes with x, and that's not right because 25% is an add-on bonus. Okay, so C is going to be your best answer choice for that, okay? It's giving you your slope of 800 and then your extra 25% commission on your sales, okay? So, looking at number 6. So, I'm going to pull this one to the side. Okay, so we're over here on number 6, okay? Number 6 says, which scatter plot demonstrates a non-linear relationship between x and y? Okay, so linear has to be a line that forms sort of some proportion. So this kind of, if you could draw a line of best fit and it would be okay there. You could draw a line of best fit here and a line of best fit here. But C is all over the place and there's too many. So that's a non-linear relationship. Number 7, which scatter plot demonstrates a linear relationship between x and y? Okay, this is curving, so we're out there. This is bunched up here and clustered here and here, and this is all over the place, so that's out, okay? So, and then here is our line of best fit, so I like A. Okay, number 8. Let me scoot this one out of the way. Okay, 8 is over here. So it says alligator sizes are displayed on the graph. Based on the graph, if the length of the alligator was 130 centimeters, which of the following would be a reasonable belly width? Okay, alligator sizes are displayed in the graph below. Based on the graph, if the length of the alligator is 130 centimeters, which of the following would be a reasonable belly width? Okay, so 130. We're going all the way over here to the length right here. Okay, so we're coming up here, and so I think this graph, if you do a line of best fit, it pretty much goes like this, right? Okay, so I'm going to say right in here, so in between 30 and 35. Okay, so I think 10 is too low, 20 is too low, and 40 is too high. So I feel like 30 would be a reasonable belly width. The scatter plot below represents the number of sales and the amount of money earned. Based on the trend line, what would be the amount of money earned when 25 things are sold? Okay, so 25 things is going to be right in here. So I'm going to go up to there and I'm going to say right in there. So I'm going to say between 500 and 600. So out, out, out. And there we go, guys. This one is pretty straightforward, okay? Now, number 9. I'm going to go ahead and slide this one out of the way. We're on number 10. Number 10 says the data in the table below represents a linear relationship. Which equation can be used to describe the relationships between x and y on the table? Okay, so first you're going to find your change. Find your change, find your change, find your change. So plus 4, plus 4, plus 4, plus 4. And then your change here is plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. Okay, so 4 over 1 is your slope. So 4 over 1 is your m. So if you look, honestly, there's only one with a slope of 4. And then it gives you your y-intercept of 6 there. So a winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay. Number 11, line M has a slope of negative 4.25 and goes through point 411. Which equation best represents line M? Okay, slope of negative 4.25. Well, we can mark this one out and we can mark this one out. And it goes through the point 4, negative 11. Okay, so if you plug that in on your calculator, you plug these in, you could go find that point. Okay, or you can graph 20 on the y-axis and then go down from there and see which one fits. I'm going to say plug this in on your calculator, and I don't have a calculator here with me, and see, plug each line in on your calculator and see which one goes through. I'm going to say, okay, let's just actually, we can figure this out without the calculator. We just plug in X right here, and we should get Y. So if we say 4.25, negative 4.25 times 4, we're going to get negative. So 4.25 times 4 is 20. Okay, 17, 1, 2, and then plus, this is negative 17 plus 20, which would be positive 3, which is not 11. So if we do negative, that still would be negative 17 plus 6 would be negative 11. So there's your answer. Okay, number 12, a scatter plot of data is shown below. The data has a weak correlation, a positive correlation, a negative correlation. Okay, so it has a correlation, it goes down. Okay, so we're looking for a positive, positive is not it. It has a negative correlation. Sorry guys, it's late. Okay, last question. Okay, is number 13. Okay, so we're at number 13. We're not going to do 14, and we'll do 15. So, yes, number 13. The graph below shows the energy and fat content in a number of foods. Okay, which of the following conclusion is best supported by the data? There is no association between fat content and energy. So fat content and energy, I say there is. So the higher the fat content, the more energy. There is a linear relationship between the fat content and energy, but the energy level remains the same regardless of the fat content. Not true. There's a strong correlation because it's going up positive and linear. Okay, and then number 14, we are skipping. Okay, and then number 15 is our last question, and it's talking about correlation. And it's just saying the scatter plot below displays test scores of students and the number of hours that they studied for their test. Based on the information on the scatter plot, which statement is a valid conclusion? Okay, it looks like it's going up. Okay, as the number of hours spent studying increases, the test scores increase. That looks right to me. As the number of hours spent studying decreases, the test scores decrease. True, but we're not going down, we're going up. As the number of hours spent studying increases, the overall average increased. We're just like, there's not an average. We weren't talking about average. We were just talking about test scores. Okay, and then as the number of hours spent studying increased, the test scores decreased. That's not true. Okay, it has a positive correlation, so we're going to go with A. Okay, so finished. We're going to go over a few things tomorrow before your test, but we're going to take this test tomorrow. See you on Friday.